Hello, everyone. It's a miracle I know I'm actually on time. Mind you, it's like 15 minutes past where I usually would do it, but since I put it for 8:15, I'm gonna count it. I hope you're all doing well. Hello, Petunia, Omega, Holy Knight, Tristan. Hope you're all doing well, having a good day slash evening. Let's see. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good too. I feel like hi, Adrian and Quackers. I just realized I definitely am gonna have to wear these. A little too tired not to wear them. But yes, I hope you're all doing well. Petunia, you said discovered something after last stream. October 30th, 2010 is when you started this channel. All you did was the 15th anniversary was stream Plants vs. I didn't even realize. I know this channel's old, but sorry, now these are bothering me. I know the channel's old, but I don't like it. Yeah, I didn't realize. No, I didn't celebrate the 15-year anniversary of me being on YouTube, which is insanity. It's insane that I've been on here this long. But yeah. I don't know. I don't know what I would have done anyways, though, too. But that's okay. Well, maybe we'll catch the 20th. We'll see. Let me know how the volume is of everything, because I messed around with some stuff. As you can see, I got the chat working in. Very, very nice, lovely chat right here with the dark in the background to hopefully be able to see your names better, since it was kind of difficult, especially with like the ats. I find it more difficult than even it was before. Brandon, howdy, Dr. Consuming. So Nurse Monica Drawing Win. Soon enough. We started this last stream. I'm going to be using this for my 12 streams of Christmas thumbnails, so I want to get this done. And initially I was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't do 2 drawing streams in a row, but I was like, nah, I kind of feel like it. Like, I just feel like it today. Howdy, yeah. Right now I'm working on my play model kit for the group build we're doing right, on Discord. I forgot you guys are doing a whole group thing. I've been lazy and I haven't started it until now. That's okay. I haven't checked the Discord, so I've been lazy too. Though that's pretty par for the course for me, sadly. I wish I was not so behind on checking that, but it's with everything else going on, it's too much. It's too much. I to the point where didn't even post that I was gonna stream today. I'm like, I don't know. I tell you guys Sundays and Thursdays, so hopefully now that it's kind of in the rhythm of things, I don't have to post that I'm gonna be streaming. And if you forget, all of a sudden I'll just be live, and that'll be hopefully exciting. But draw Mothra versus Godzilla. Oh, and hello, it's not maybe. Hope you're having a good day slash evening. Maybe one day. It's been a very long time. I have old pictures I drew of the different kaiju. It like from when I was like a really little kid. 15 minutes of thinking how your life got to this point. Right? Did you get a chance to watch Gun Gale online? I did not. Oh, I don't know how to say your name. I'm just gonna call you Katako. Hope you're having a good day slash evening though, but I've not had a chance to watch that. No. I only work 3 days this week thanks to Thanksgiving. Ooh, unfortunately no holiday pay. Oh, that sucks. But at least you don't have to work, so I mean, it could be worse. Or is that worse? I don't know. It all depends. All depends on if Thanksgiving is worth it to you. I mean, I'm not a huge foodie, so to me it's like, it's never been my favorite holiday, but I do like seeing my family, so. Earlier today, my mom had to take my brother to a travel bus to Mexico. Ooh. Interesting. What's he doing in Mexico? Just a little vacation? Now think of Godzilla makes me want to watch Pacific Rim. I have not seen Pacific Rim. Oh, so yes, tonight we're just coloring this, by the way. I don't think I've actually said that yet. We're just coloring this while we're chilling. Did you know that FNAF collaborated with Popeyes? I did see that. I did. As much as like chicken is the only kind of meat I eat other than fish. I do some fish. We didn't eat fish growing up, so like I'm really behind on trying different kinds of fish and stuff. But I've never been to Popeyes, and I used to live right next to one too. I don't think I do anymore. I don't know. I'd have to look it up. Not in my normal travels, at least. Though I also don't really eat fast food very often, so it's just possible I haven't noticed. But I did see that online. Presumably with his braces. What? Going to... That's why he was going to Mexico? I'm a little confused. Sorry, Petunia. I would like the holiday pay. I don't mind being off. Also, sorry for the bad English. I think I had a stroke. That's me every stream. Don't worry about it, Tristan. Also, my voice is a lot croakier again today because I cleaned the basement some more, which I've been slowly working on. And I was like, I'm going to sweep the basement really, really good. So I was like sweeping under stuff, and it's an unfinished basement. So, you know, especially when you're sweeping under like the oil, what is that called? The oil drum or whatever you want to call it. It's like really dusty under there, and I kicked up everything, and I didn't think to wear anything on my face. So now my voice is like all messed up again, but I feel fine. So that's as fine as I've been, because I still haven't been like 100% since being sick. But now my voice took a crap again, so it's oil tank. Thank you. I forgot the word tank. How did I do that? Wasn't here last stream too long. Amazing art consuming. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, it was fun. I really enjoy drawing little Monica here, and we will be eventually drawing her in a nurse costume. I just have to. This is priority because I have a nice list of everything I need to do for YouTube, especially since I'm now uploading every day and everything. Not like, you know, it's just my shorts, which is quite fun because now I get to go through all my old stuff and chop it up. And I started the new series of Unboxing Chaos, which I just all of a sudden had like that idea to name it that. Yesterday I got so excited. I was like, oh my god, this could be a series. Because I don't have enough playlists on my channel. For once, FNAF won't be the scariest thing listed. I hate Popeyes, so unclean. Oh really? Is it really bad in there? I feel like, I don't know. Ever since seeing those videos of people like showing what's inside the soda machines at fast food restaurants, that's always skeeved me out. But again, I don't really eat fast food. I don't spend my money on that personally. And again, since I'm not super much a foodie, not that like fast food is like woo, but I don't really have like cravings for fast food or anything. Like I'm fine with Walmart brand chicken nuggets. It's okay. God, the price for fuel oil has been stupid expensive. Our gauge broke on the top of the oil tank. So part of the reason I was like cleaning up the basement is because my dad wanted to, he was by today and he wanted to measure it because he's going to get a new piece so he can replace it. I looked up how to replace it. I was like, I'm pretty sure I could do this myself as long as I could manage to, like as long as I had the body strength to undo the thing. Very descriptive, I know. I'm sorry. It's like screwed on there. So as long as I would be able to do that, which I'm not totally believing I could because it's like really, really old. So I have a feeling they're kind of, it's all combined and fused together at this point. But so, like I just got a fuel oil and it wasn't a fuel oil. I filled the fuel tank and it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. But I also think that just means that it was lower than I thought it was going to be because I don't keep the heat very high in the house. My theory is you can just put on more layers if you get too cold, or turn on more lights, because you know lights make heat. At least ours do. Some of ours do. You draw so good. Thank you, Chow Hound. I'm glad you like it. I enjoy drawing. It's fun. Yeah. So I figured what I'm gonna do for this is I'm gonna do Sharpie. I like mixed media, so we're gonna do Sharpie first, which is gonna be way too dark and like super streaky, but then we're going to go in with colored pencil and try and smooth it all out. And if it looks like absolutely horrible, the cool thing is I'll go like this when I'm done with because I'm working on a slanted surface, it helps me. But I'll go like this so I have on the stream a version of it where it's not colored in. Worst comes to worst, I'll do it all on the computer later if it looks horrible when I'm done. So I have this question in my head for too long. How can girls have really good drawing skills? You know what's crazy? So I only know this because I didn't think about this. My daughter at her preschool, she's doing great and everything. And they were telling us, they were telling me. I went to the parent thing. Every now and then I use the royal we. Don't be confused. I'm just like we, as in I. But like one of the things they said was she needs to practice learning how to hold a pencil correctly and like writing utensils. And I was telling my mom and she's like, oh, I don't do that. Or like when she gets tired, she slips back into not using it correctly? And I was like, oh yeah. And then I realized, because you're supposed to hold a pencil with three fingers. I hold mine with 4, and because of it, I have this nice blister thing right here because I pressed down on my finger too hard, which it's hard. I guess it's kind of hard to see, but it's like a little bump on my ring finger right there. You can kind of see it's like a little mush. So, because I pushed down on it. So I don't technically even hold this right, but my theory is as long as it works, who cares, right? But I'm back from cleaning my model kit. I watched a video on the recommended instead of putting primer on it for painting. Just rinse it in warm water with soap and a bit of vinegar. Oh, look at that. The more you know. It's like, what part is this? This is a part I need to not be as choppy with. Granted, I work at a fast food place. We can't legally clean them. Really? It's generally owned by Coke or Pepsi, so they have to send someone out to clean it. Interesting. Huh. I mean, it makes sense because you rent the machine, you don't own it. Kind of like a copier, because I used to work in an office. So we could do like little things, and I personally knew how to recalibrate the machine because I worked on the graphics and stuff. But most of the time, if something happened or the color was super off, someone had to call, and the guy had to come and fix it and everything for us. We weren't allowed to like open up the machine or anything and fiddle around with all the parts. They would not be happy if you did that. Let me just do this, and then I'll check back in. All right. Subway is gross. I've never had Subway, ever. But I also don't like eat sandwiches because I don't like mixing foods together. So now that I'm back, you haven't eaten Popeyes? That stuff is amazing. It's my favorite chicken restaurant. Their biscuits are to die for. Yeah, no, I never ate Popeyes, and I lived right next to one in my first apartment. It was like, I literally could have walked to it because I used to walk to the Walmart past it and go shopping and then walk back. And I just never did it. Just never did it. Hello, some dude. Hope you're having a good day / evening. I'm going to be trying out some oven cooked chips, which should hopefully taste really nice. Chips as in fries, right? Because you're Australian, right? I love oven baked chips. I like cutting up the potato and making it tastes very healthy in a good way. I love seeing Maho at the range. I'm glad you liked it. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Well, it wasn't at the range, but that was just at our family friend's backyard. He inherited a ton of land, so some of it I'm gonna call it rents out to farmers. Some of you probably know what that's actually supposed to be called, but for tax purposes and everything, he quote unquote rents it out to some farmers, and they use it. They have like fields of crops and whatnot, but for a good portion of it, they just leave it open. Him and all his neighbors and us, we can go over and shoot pretty much whenever. We just always let him know when. We make sure it's when he's home. And his daughter is my friendo, so she got to go too, and she helped us film, which was fantastic. And if you haven't subscribed to my brother's channel, you should go over there and bother him. He's linked in the description of that video. He posts Battlefield stuff, but I was like, I'm gonna shout you. I told him that too. I was like, I can give you some of the footage or whatever if you want to post some. And he's like, nah, it's fine. I was like, no, I'm giving you some sort of shout out or something. Those were his guns, except for the lever action. The lever action was actually mine. That's the one gun I own, is that lever action 22. I really like it, but after shooting the bigger guns, I was like, wow, I don't even feel this thing at all. So I'm kind of tempted to get a rifle that has a little bit more of a kick, but I can't spend money on that stuff right now. So, but I was just surprised and happy that I hit something, and it was a lot of fun. If it works for you, then who can tell you that you're doing it wrong? Exactly. Like, I don't know. I think I would understand if it wasn't working, if like a kid's struggling and because of it, like their handwriting or something is having issues. But if they're like, even my daughter, she's super creative. She loves to draw and stuff. And I'm like, she's not on the crayon super correctly. Who cares? She's got it down. She teaches herself to do it one way. Who cares? And it's not like she's going like this. She doesn't draw like this. So I'm like, I'm not too worried about it. I think she's more like, I don't even know how she does it. I think she uses all her fingers and she's like this. Which, I mean, hey, if it works for her, I don't care. When I was little, I hated the feel of paper. So I had bad handwriting because I would write very lightly. That makes sense. Netflix has Girls in Panzer. Oh, really? I've seen it for 10 times, including a movie, but I'm still watching for another chance to see the another dub in English version. See a Tiger 1 tank fire on the enemy line. I didn't know Netflix had Girls in Panzer on it. Do they? Did they add it? Also, when I was in town... Oh, wait, I have Top Chat on. Hold on. Wait, Death might be in here. We might not see him. Yep. I don't even know where my little note is, but I remembered it. Oh, okay. Also, when I was in town, I saw that they had FNAF promotion at Popeyes. That's what we were talking about, Holy Night. That's why Popeyes got brought up. And I looked to my sister, next time we come to town, we're going to Popeyes. Yep. Next time we're getting it. We're going to go in there. We're going to get everything. Yeah, I wonder if they'll just sell you the toys. There was a teacher in my middle school he was a history teacher. He was super chill. He went to, what was it? I think it was Burger King back in the day. Did SpongeBob toys of like a bunch of different historical figures or historical like time periods. He went in there and he was like, can I just buy one of every SpongeBob? And he did. And then he decorated the classroom. Super cool. He was a neat guy. Some dude, he also made another Lego tank. It's a World War II Russian ZUT-37, a SPAA with a 37mm autocannon. Nice. Very nice. Hospital time. Not yet, Brandon. Not yet. Soon enough. Probably next drawing stream. Because we should have no problem getting this done this stream. But next stream will probably be tank building again. I'm feeling. Eventually we should theoretically work on figure creation again. I just haven't been in the mood. And, you know, I do this because I enjoy it. I enjoy seeing you guys and talking to you guys, but I also enjoy the things I do. So, I'm like, I'm not really feeling it. I don't want to force it, you know? Is there going to be any blue in the picture? Is there going to be any blue in the picture? The background might end up... I'm trying to think of what I want to do for the background. It's either going to be super, like... Christmassy or it's going to be camo, and I haven't decided yet, but I'll figure it out. I really like when like Christmassy pictures that have like dark blue, like really like navy blue. No, maybe not. No, more like a royal blue, I guess. I just, for whatever reason, that's also a Christmas color in my brain. I think it's because of an advent calendar I had when I was little. I had like Santa in the sky. I remade it it was a felt one. It was really cool, and I remade it as an adult because I really loved it, and I found a picture that had it in it, and our dog had eaten it when I was a kid, and it was a very sad thing. But I recreated it, and it had Santa in the night sky, and the night sky was just like this really deep blue, and it's just kind of always stuck with me. And whenever I paint something that's like Christmassy, I've done like some Christmassy stuff for family and whatnot. Most of the time, the sky is like just a dark blue color. It feels dark blue with snowflakes. Beautiful. It's like rich, like the greens and the reds you see around Christmas, I guess. If any of that makes sense. Makes sense in my brain. The next time they got some, I have 2 Popeyes boxes with Toy Freddy on it that I plan on keeping. Nice, Holy Night. Very nice. Free merch, right? The container itself. You say you don't like food definitely confirms tisms? What? My mom said she got me tested for all that stuff, and I ain't got any of it. I'm just... But who knows? Who knows? Also, I've seen your new video today, and it was great. I saw what you did at the end of your arm. I had to. I was like, do I make the inappropriate joke? And then my brother threatening to post it. I was like, It was fun. It was a good time. It was like, it's always really chill with them, and I really enjoy. We like don't. Okay, that friend actually is gonna go with me to see the new Five Nights at Freddy's movie. So that we still go and do stuff. We've gone to like steampunk festivals and stuff like that. Like she's the only one who lives close enough where we'll actually go and do things. My other friends live far away, but like as for my brother, like we don't have tons in common when it comes to hobbies. So I mean, unless we were playing Left 4 Dead again, we just haven't done that in forever because that's like part of our childhood. But we can kind of bond over the shooting stuff, and it's a good time. It's a lot of fun. I'll check out your brother from yesterday's video. Yeah. I am back with lunch. Oh my gosh. Yes, let us know how your chip fries are. What's for lunch? Yeah, I think he said it was chips, but I think that means fries in Australian or American. However you would say it, translating one to the other. If I were to own a lever action, I would probably get an integral suppressed Henry 4570. I like lever action more than bolts. I just like going. Had to leave a comment for knowledge. Okay. I really like Girls and Panzerdoves. I don't know why people boo it so much. Oh, I like the dubs. I got no problem with the dubs. I'll watch it either way, but they're good. And also, hello. Hope you're having a good day / evening. Alamin has. I'm gonna call you that, I guess. The last time I checked, I didn't see it on Netflix, but it could be a regional thing. Oh, that's right. I didn't think of that. Holy night. Since shows are only streamed in certain regions, yeah. I did go check out your brother's channel. I said hello, Brother Plastic, or something like that. Oh my god, I can't wait till Thanksgiving. Oh wait, no, he's not gonna be there Thanksgiving. Darn it. Next time I see him, he's gonna be like, "Hey, your people invaded." Oh, that'll be fun. That'll be fun. That's a really crappy leaf. Don't look at that leaf. That leaf does not represent my skills. Oh. Also, I'm hoping my daughter doesn't wake up tonight, but she did wake up last night, so just a fair warning if I have to jump, but hopefully not. Also, this shirt makes me feel all witchy. My old coworker who used to give me her clothes at work, she gave them to my dad because he works where I used to work, and she gave them to him, like a bunch of clothes for me to go through. And now I got this fancy looking purple shirt. I was like, ooh, I don't wear purple too much. Sorry, random thoughts. Man, your drawing is really good. It makes me wish I could draw. It's something I want to try, but I feel it's going to be one of those things I try and then find it too difficult and drop after a while. Yeah, I've been drawing since I was really little. So, but not to say you can't learn. You absolutely can. But I think when you're little, like, I learned skills a lot based on, like, if I need them or if I really want to be able to do something. So for me, I wanted to draw my own, like, little characters that I came up with in my head and whatnot. So, you know, I couldn't find those online because they were characters I created in my head. So, you know, you learn to draw based on necessity, at least in my case. So, but you can definitely learn. You're not going to be great at first. Maybe you will. Maybe you're just one of those people who has, like, that artsy gene. There's definitely people who just can pick up a creative trait. But for other people, it is difficult, which that's how I am with music. Like, I can do electronic music just fine, but when you put an actual instrument in my hands, it's like, I get frustrated. Because I'm like, why can't I do this? But I know if I stuck with it longer, I would be able to. Like, that's how I have the guitar up here that every now and then I, like, do something on, and then I'm like, yeah, I don't know how to play this. I need to learn how to play this. And I always say it, and I always think it, and I always want to, and then I don't. So, you know what? You could always try it, and worst comes to worst, that happens, you know? You never know until you try. It's the same with any skill in any hobby, really. All right. I think that's all of the spots. Oh, wait, no. Well, her whole face isn't done yet, but other than her face. Is your brother older or younger? He's younger than me, but he's, like, much taller than me. He didn't used to be tall, but in that video, like, I'm like, wow. And I was wearing heels. I was wearing heels in that video, and he's like way bigger than me. I was like, I look like the younger sibling, but no, I'm 4 years older than him. Did you know you can't dream a face you haven't seen? I have heard that. So any face you see in your dream is a person you have seen in real life or in a video, picture, or a movie. And now that's no longer true, because I'm guessing if you've seen an AI face, you can dream that too. So now that's a little untrue, I guess, to an extent. But it's still a face you've seen. You can't create the face in your brain for some reason. It is strange that we can't do that. Girls and Panzer dubs are the only reason we can listen to World War II battle songs in English and be jolly girls. True. I meant mixing food like sandwiches. Oh, yeah, and I don't like when food touches. I know that there's like some stuff where I'm like, oh yeah, that kind of does sound a little, and I do make jokes about it. I do make jokes where I'm like, yeah, I was having a very autistic moment. I'll say it to my mom. She looks at me like, as my parents have always just told me, I'm just a little special, okay? Just a little special. Yeah. It would probably be a royal blue or midnight blue, since that would be the color of the night sky. True. It was probably, admittedly, whatever felt they had on hand. It felt like making the night sky. And that's just ingrained in me now. I have a bad habit of wanting to learn something, and then it goes good for the first couple days, but after a while I drop it because it becomes difficult to do, and my brain convinces me I can't learn it. Yeah, I'm the same way. That's how I am, again, with music. I know if I just tried it harder, like I can do one song on piano and I can do one song on guitar, and if I actually tried, I could probably learn other things, but and it becomes difficult after a while. And it's frustrating when you're trying to make something, like at this point with art, if I screw it up, I'm kind of like, well, let me just, I either can kind of correct it, but even, when you're good at art, you have days where all of a sudden you just can't draw. It happens, and it's easier to have those days where you can't draw when you know that you can. But when you're learning something, like again, when I'm trying to practice or a language, like I tend to do pretty well, and then all of a sudden it's like it becomes difficult, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm never gonna learn this. And again, there's just days where I feel like things are more difficult in general, even for things that you're good at. But when you're not already good at them and you have those days, you just want to give up. So I get it. The solution there, I think, is that we have to keep going. But I do understand exactly what you're talking about. I'm having the chips with my dinner. Oh, the chips aren't just your dinner? What is your dinner then? Wait. Yeah, no, okay. But the chips are fries, right? I don't know why, but you remind me of a real Miss Fritz from the Magic School Bus. Oh no. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Wow, I didn't miss stream. Yay! Calamari Puffs. I hope you're having a good day/evening. Glad to have you here. Anyone can learn art as long as they are not German or Austrian. They're no longer allowed, huh? I think you would call them chips too, since they are like thick cut ones like at Burger King. I don't eat fast food enough to know. Does Burger King have chips? We would call them chips too. Chips for us are like super thin potato chips. Yes. Like a bag of Lay's chips. That's what my brain sees it as. Anything thicker than that, and it's a French fry. But you can dream a face. Yes, you just have to have seen that face, Petunia. But there is one study where multiple people have dreamed all of the same guy, and it's very strange. If I was still on the Discord, I would show the picture, but meh, that's fine. You don't have to join Discord for that. I believe you, but that's really weird. They all dreamed the same face. He was just visiting all their dreams. Some sort of alien or mythical creature. Tylenol helps heal my autism. Yeah, that I was gonna say. I keep hearing people say, whenever someone goes like autistically in depth and things, people are just like, "Thank you for taking your Tylenol today." I heard that joke and I was like, "That's amazing." Let's see. They had never met the guy or have ever seen him. Yeah, he's a dream traveler. We're gonna call him that. I like to think that there's people who travel and go in your dreams. I'm not actually serious, but I still think it would be cool. And kind of scary when you think about it. That someone's programming us in our sleep. I have plans to build a potential jet engine. Do you mean you have the English there? A potential. You are going to potentially build a jet engine? Is that what that means? A potential jet engine. It will potentially be a jet engine, right? I'm not good at English, but my brain gets confused. We all think you're special. You're fun to watch and listen. Hey, as long as I'm entertaining, I'm okay with being special. I'm okay with being special in the brain, as long as it's entertaining. I kind of feel like that's been my fallback. Because I've always been like, yeah, I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, but you know what? Like, that's okay. What the heck is that? Oh, okay. Never mind. I know what I did. I know what I did here. But I'm like, hey, as long as I can make people laugh and entertain them, I'm cool with that. I don't need to be terribly smart. As long as I can function in life and entertain people. It's a good thing. I meant frizzle. Yeah. All right, as long as it's a good thing. In the U.S. we call them fries. We might call them steak fries or wedges. Burger King are still fries. Okay, I didn't. Yeah. That makes sense. Because I was like, I don't remember Burger King selling chips. I haven't been there in probably a decade. So you remind me of Cindy Robinson, the voice actress for Zero the Clanker Bunny. I don't know anything about her. I prefer the pub chips. The thick chips. I like crinkle. Oh, I like waffle fries, actually. If I had to pick a fry, I like the waffle fries. I don't get them very often. Actually, I don't buy fries. I only have fries if I'm at someone else's house or someone else has paid for them for me because, or like if I was out to dinner, but again, I don't really go out to dinner. Yeah, I just don't keep fries in the house because fries are like one of those things that's like a problem for me where I could just keep eating them. Same with chips. So I try to not buy them, but I'm okay eating them because if they're in the house, I'm doomed. But those are like stupid rules I have to make for myself because I have zero self-control in reality. So it can't be in the house. Thing is, though, I don't think the guy actually exists from pictures. There are no records of him. That is so cool. I don't know. That he was just in everybody's dreams. That's neat. I like that. It's scary and cool all at the same time. I'm glad I'm not the only one who suffers from that mindset. I tried to learn Russian, but I lost all confidence and enthusiasm learning. Yeah, I tend to you guys know I was trying to learn Russian as well. I'm not opposed to still learning it, but like that drive, the moment things become difficult, it's like, yeah, and I'm like, I'll probably pick up more words every now and then. Like, I know a little bit of Japanese, but like, I was at one point like super into it. I was like, I'm gonna learn this, and it also like difficult for me because I do know some French where I'm like, I know I'm capable of learning a language. Why is this so difficult? But like, I think the only reason I like kind of clicked with French, I think part of it actually is, I think I've talked about this before. I think part of it's because of my genes, like historically, but also because I do kind of believe in that whole like if you historically have the genetics of that did a certain thing, you will have adapted genetically to be able to do that thing, assuming it's been like long enough in your familial history, if that makes sense. But yeah, I forget. I think I was coming around to another point and I lost it, but that's okay. Tylenol doesn't cause autism, more like autism caused Tylenol. Why not both? Whoever can swallow the most Tylenol PM wins. You will die. If you eat too much Tylenol, you will die. PSA, don't do that. Consuming pause. I have the idea to make a jet engine. Okay, gotcha. That makes sense. On the topic of dream traveling, the CIA out billions of dollars in trying to use telepathy or something like that to spy on the USSR. So your tax dollars at work. That doesn't surprise me one bit. I feel like there's a lot of that kind of stuff going on in all governments around the world. I think they still do a bunch of weird I'm gonna say like supernatural slash things that you would be called insane for, you know, like what's the one that there was one that came right to mind and then I freaking lost it, but it was called Project Stargate. Ooh, I like the name of it too. You're my one and only doctor. I sure hope not, Randon. Because I think I've shown to you that I'm not the best doctor. You might want to get a second opinion. Not the plans. Gotcha, okay. Gotcha, some dude. At least you have not torn your apartment apart trying to find your glasses, only to realize they have been on your face the whole time. Oh, yeah, no, that's... No. I have not, and I'm sorry that happened to you, Chowhound. The main issue about me learning new languages is that I don't know how to learn it. I don't really know where to start or where to go. I don't have a set path or any guidelines to follow. Yeah, like for me, learning French in school definitely helped because it kept me having to learn it. Spanish, I completely dropped because even though I learned it since I was in kindergarten, once I had a horrible teacher who made it like impossible to learn, we literally almost all failed her class until she bumped up all her grades. So that way they wouldn't, see that every kid in her class was failing, because that would reflect poorly on her. But we were all failing at one point until we weren't. And she made like Spanish so difficult where I was like, I don't even care that I've wasted this many years on it. I don't care if I ever speak this again. I'm done. And then I hopped over to French because you had to take a language in high school for 3 years out of the 4 years you were there. So, and we didn't have many options. We had, you either learned French, Spanish, Latin, or what was the last one? Oh, German. And then they eventually, the last year I was there, they added Mandarin, but that was it. I went to eat with family, and we went to an Irish place, had lamb sliders and a shepherd's pie. Ooh, I have never had lamb, but that shouldn't really surprise you considering I haven't had many foods, and I feel like lamb is very fancy, and also, I know like my mom won't eat it. There's a place, well, it's not close to me, but I've seen it multiple times. They have their own little farm, and they sell lamb. It's like, huh. My old coworker used to sell bunnies to eat. And apparently they were very good, but she said they were too much work. My bestie at trade school had autism and ADHD. It was so funny listening to her giving an extremely in-depth explanation on something then. Oh, a pretty thing. Every now and then I feel like I get a little too in-depth with things. I was talking to my friend, like, again, about Five Nights at Freddy's, and I, like, halfway through telling her everything, I'm, like, going through it, and then all of a sudden I realized, I was like, wait, does she care? Wait. I mean, she listened very politely, but I was like, Social awareness, and then I stopped, and she didn't seem to mind that I stopped. Draw a Sherman being pulled by Santa's reindeer across the moon behind her. I can't draw tanks. That's the one thing I don't think I can draw. I'm not good at perspective and like blocky things. It will look bad. My brother can draw that though. He can draw things like that. He used to draw guns a lot as a kid and stuff. I'm not good at that kind of stuff. Could be any tank. It would be cute though. It's a cute idea. I'm just not good at drawing tanks. There's a lot of French and English. That also might help me out, to be fair. I take 30 milligrams of melatonin to fall asleep 1 minute. I'm pretty good at falling asleep. I'm pretty good at just, if I can fall asleep anywhere. I fell asleep on the floor tonight, actually. Like, just for a quick little nap for like 10 minutes. And then I got my kiddo to sleep and then fell asleep in her bed till my alarm went off. And I was like, oh, time to get up and stream. Get back up. All right. I'm going to go like this now so I can see in case I screw this up royally. Because we're starting with, I don't have like a color that's great for her hair. So we're going to start with brown, which is going to be too dark. And then we're going to go into it with, maybe not this color. Maybe not this one. Let's see. This color? I have to be careful with what I layer where too. Like this I feel like is a pretty good color. It kind of looks more brown on your screen, but it's actually like a purpley brown. I can always go in with this a little bit, mix them together. So, but I think we're going to start with the brown. I'm really nervous to start with the brown, not going to lie, but I think we can layer it enough that it'll be okay. And then I'll be all concerned about the skin tone because I'm really not great at picking out skin tones. Consuming Tylenol. I did have Tylenol today. I had a headache. Tell Herbert from Family Guy he's the one who said that. Nah. I don't even know which character that is. I haven't seen that in a very long time, that show. Oh, you know what? I should probably color in her eyelashes real quick. There we go. There we go. I remember someone jokingly putting Tylenol in the water supply so America can finally have some public transport. We have some, well, where I live we have public transport, kind of. Not like actually where I live. Not like really where I live, but in the state I live in, I think it's better than many other states. It's just America's too big. In a good way. In a good way. Trying to learn a new language is like trying when the US tried to convert to the metric system and then said, screw it, it's too hard. Yeah. So, you know, we use it for some things and then everything. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. We work in freedom units here. Talking about doing it, not actually doing it. Well, yes, of course. It was a joke, yes. I was reading a local newspaper from 1942. It was in Hanover, PA. How much do you think a 212-acre farm with a 14-bedroom house and barn with electricity cost in 1942? Most people in the U.S. do know the metric system. We just choose not to use it. That's true. We have some sort of idea. 1,000 meters or about 0.7 something miles. I don't know, Tristan. It's gonna be sad to hear how inflated everything has gotten nowadays. But go for it. How much was it? I feel like the best way for me to learn something is if someone teaches me and gives me a goal and other things to accomplish. So I have to do something to strive towards and a path to follow. Yes, absolutely. I agree. I think that's why school was like really helpful in like teaching me French because, and again, I'm not fluent or anything, but it was very helpful because it was like I'd have homework. Like it was like lots of reinforcing. So also, like I'm like, oh, you know, it's not just that French is a Romance language either. I mean, Japanese and Russian also have different alphabets, so it's like very different, you know, skill levels, I guess. Hi, hello, White Death. I switched. Oh, sorry. I switched to the chat for you. Before you got here, I was like, oh no, let me fix that just in case. So the P51 comp started, and by accident, I finished it today. Ooh, good. Have you ever noticed that the eyelashes are supposed to keep things out of your eyes, but anytime something is in your eyes, it turns out to be an eyelash? Yep. Yeah, it's very true. Very true. It seems like there's a flaw. a flaw in the creation of the system. All right, we're going for it. We're going in with the brown. Oh, so scary. I wish I had thinner Sharpies. I could fix that, but I have yet to fix that. I have to do in sections at once so they become less. Markers always are streaky, but you can kinda make them smooth if you. Uh-oh, a child might be coming upstairs. Hold on. If so, I'll put the stream on pause. I swear I heard the door. Could theoretically be a cat, but probably not. Hello? Oh, yep. All right. We're going to pause for a moment. I will be back momentarily. It shouldn't take too long, but let me just pause it for a second, and I'm going to click pause this time instead of end. I will be... I'm back. At least for now. Fingers crossed. She stays asleep. So yes, instead of taking a while to go back through the chat, let me know. You know, just send your messages again if I, yeah. Sorry, I just went up the steps. I'm out of breath. You'd think I'd be more in shape, but I guess maybe I'll give myself a little credit here. Since again, kind of was cleaning the basement and should have probably been wearing a mask. Damn, she's on. Just what happened? Oh, my glasses are down there. They're on the floor too. Oh boy, I hope she doesn't step on them if she gets back up. Hopefully she's asleep. I put a fortress of Squishmallows next to like where I was laying on her bed, and then I put a blanket over them. Like, nope, this is me. I'm still here. Pro tip: microwave a uncracked egg for 5 minutes. 50 minutes. Oh, you guys. Oh, okay. Hey guys, I'm actually drinking warm water. That doesn't sound like an exsulant plant. What kind of food things were you guys talking about? We were causing mayhem and chaos? I guess so. Microwaving eggs and things? Is that a real thing that people do? I wouldn't know. It sounds interesting. But yeah, sorry about that, guys. The cool thing, though, is if we lost anybody, which I totally don't blame any of you for leaving if I ever have to go, because, you know, you probably got better things to do than wait around for me. But if you don't mind switching to another tab and chilling out waiting, that's awesome. That being said, though, the cool thing about having this being able to pause the stream is that on the replay, it skips that break. So if you ever have to leave, because I have to leave for a moment, you can always be like, well, I'll just catch the replay. Just putting pro tip, I guess, because I don't blame anybody. Let me do this, and I will check back in with the chat. But hopefully we can still finish this tonight. I don't know. Again, I'm staying on till a little after 10, and then that's about it. That is incurable based. I used to use the Squishmallows as a body pillow. I use a Squishmallow as my pillow every single night. They're amazing to sleep on. They're so comfy. Today I was running into the kitchen as I normally do, but there was a bag of potatoes on the floor, and they're in a plastic bag, and when my foot landed on them, I slipped and fell on the floor. Ooh. You okay, Holy Knight? I'm sorry that happened to you. That does not sound like a good time at all. There we go. Damn, what did I miss? I just came back. You didn't miss much. You didn't miss much, I don't think. Apparently there was chaos being caused in the chat, but I don't know what. Wait a minute, you should make a fun little pause animation. It could be like the loading screen. Oh yeah, I could make it, but then upon replay it wouldn't cut it out. So I remember doing that once when my youngest was really little, when she was still a baby. I had to jump off in the middle of playing Dream Tank Match, and it did take quite a bit. like of time. So I don't know. I'd have to think about it. It also takes effort for me to have to make that. Not that I'm opposed to the effort, but I got a lot of videos and things that I want to put out. So it's probably just not going to be priority for a while. But not a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all. I do remember that one. Yeah. Yes, genius. Oh, don't worry, I'm fine. At best, maybe just a scratch or two. At worst, I have bruised my right foot. Okay, as long as it's not too bad. Also the 223 acre house I mentioned, it cost around 10K, maybe 7. We'll adjust that for inflation. It's still probably way lower than what you would pay now. Wow. It's insane. It's crazy how things have changed. Are you talking about consuming plastic? We never... What are you talking about? We never caused chaos in the chat. I'm sure. You exploded a can of soda. Oh, I'm sorry, some dude. Rest in peace, Dr. Pepper. Oh, what? Also, no, it's not the best time to mention it because one stream I watched had the shorts running as the pause screen. Oh. Interesting. Very interesting. I don't know how I feel about that. Also, yes, that would be a lot more work. Theoretically. Again, not a bad idea, but what if you're gone for longer than how many shorts you have? Because the thing is, like, especially my shorts, I try to keep them around the 30-second mark. Like that, after a while, just keeps going over and over and over. What if you never come back? The shorts just never end. You should invest in a pause animation just for this. I can probably put something together. I just don't have the time to do it now. Not with all the other fun things I have planned on the horizon. That's what I was saying with my little sticky note before. I got quite the to-do list for my YouTube channel. I know you can't read it, but that's fine. We don't need to turn this into a business meeting, but I got stuffs to do. Lots and lots of stuffs, especially with Merchmas coming up. So, lots of fun, exciting stuff to do. I'm enjoying the farming channel on the Discord server. Dr. Consuming. Oh, is there a farming channel? Did I make that or did somebody else make that? I feel like somebody else made that. Good job to whoever made that. Omega, if you did that, good job. Iris, if you did that, good job. Me, if I did that, gosh, I need to work on my memory. Would have been a good place to post my pumpkins that I had grown. You know, if I ever used the Discord. Sure, film be like when school goes away. Now it's me that's gone. Well, I'm back. I'm not gone anymore. I made it, thank you. Good job, Omega, thank you. Serving the people well. Oh my goodness. Okay, can you hear it? First of all, yes, I believe you could. Thank you so much, Tristan. Thank you. You said, speak of business, time for me to pay my dues. All right. Well, thank you for joining us, Tristan, and thank you so much. My thingy is... Wait, I feel like I just found... Oh, haha. Try and keep it extra low because of the kiddo waking up. But have a good one, Tristan. Thank you so much for joining us. And thank you, as always, for your generosity. Very much appreciated. Have a good one. Let's see. It would be around $200,000 in 2025 money, but probably more with the development costs. Would more probably be in the millions. Yeah, probably. That's crazy. Actually, it's crazy for how much you get. But in Pennsylvania, yeah, that's especially like the freaking housing market went crazy. Luckily, we bought this place in the height of COVID, which sounds bad because the market was super, like, everyone was trying to outbid each other and all that. But our house was on the market for like 2 months before we bought it. And it'll be a big project. As my dad said, we have 30-year mortgage to finish it, you know? So it's a work in progress. There's a lot to be done. But at the, like, our house, even just from, we bought it in 2021. It was 2021. It's worth $100,000 more, as was, without any of the work we put in it. Just today. Like, I don't understand what happened to the market. It's insane. And I feel bad. Because I know people who are looking to buy houses and people who are in the process of buying houses, and I feel bad that things are as crazy as they are now. If you think about it, Boy Scouts is just a communist regime in America. Is it though? Like drawing Nurse Monica. It is a bit after 1 p.m. and yet the music is lulling me to sleep. Oh, sorry. It's good for a lazy stream though. A lazy nighttime stream. Oh, and you suggested it, Brandon? Good job, Omega, making that channel, and good job, Brandon, for suggesting it. It's a good idea. Here's my weight and freedom units. I weigh like 15 Yukaris. We just weigh ourselves based on other characters and other people. It just TP me here. We are back. Yes. I added a nature to the travel section since we are using it as a nature channel anyways. Oh, smart. See, you're much better at this, Omega, than I am. Much better at the Discord stuff. I'm not leaving yet. Oh. I'm glad you're not leaving yet. Well, I guess I'm being kicked out. No, you don't have to leave, Tristan. You can stay. Oh, on the topic of learning things, I did teach myself Morse code. Ooh, that's cool. I don't know a lot, but I know enough for SOS and my name. That's all you need. Theoretically, right? I mean, SOS especially. If you ever had to use Morse code. Bro, it's 1 for you. It's 8:30 p.m. for me. It's 9:30 for me. Yes, we can hear it. Yes. Yeah. So I fixed the chat. I fixed everything this stream. It's so exciting. You know what I had to do? I had to update OBS and then I had to go into Stream Elements and start messing with a bunch of stuff. But I figured it out this time. Are there anything in the Discord was made all of our names blue? I don't remember if I said, I think you did mention that. I don't know what that means, but that's cool that everybody's name is blue now. That is neat. I mean, I assume you mean the color blue, but I don't know if blue means something. Because I know, colors can mean things in Discord, I think. I say I know it, and then I'm like, do I, though? Do I know that? Consuming and friends, hi. Hello, Vanguard. Hope you're doing well. And hello, Ervin. The house my family lives in was a sweetheart deal because it was above our price range, but they accepted our offer. Oh, nice. Very nice. Yeah, ours we got for like $5,000 less than what it was worth. So not tons, but still matters. And our house is old, so it's actually like built with good materials and all that. And because even though the housing market was insane, like with people outbidding each other during that time, the interest rate was super low when we got this place. So that's always a good thing. So all in all, it worked out really well given our circumstance, because we didn't have a lot to spend on a house, but we had to find a place because the apartment complex we were staying in didn't allow you to have a kid who was over 18 months in a 1-bedroom apartment. Like, they wanted the kid to have its own bedroom. But the problem was the 2-bedroom apartment we could not afford. Because to be fair, it was more than our mortgage is now. And was then. So, like, it was insane. Couldn't afford a 2-bedroom, but was able to afford a 3-bedroom house with a garage. Again, in rough shape, but still. Not that that apartment complex was that much better, because the only 2 times I lived in apartments, I lived on the first floor, and both times we got leaks in the ceiling. And both times they never got fixed. But whatever. Let me just do this, and then I'll get to you guys. I just want to make sure I make it not super streaky. I mean, luckily it's her hair, so it's not as big a deal. And I like drawing with Sharpie. I like coloring with Sharpie because it's not totally flat. But now we'll add some color pencil in. Hello, Don Shell. Hope you're having a good day/evening. Let me go up and see what all I missed. I thought you lived in Timbuktu anyway, so I would imagine your house price would be less affected by the cough stuff. Yeah, I mean, I do live in the middle of nowhere, New Jersey, but it's still New Jersey, and New Jersey is notorious for being expensive to live in. But everything's relative because you get paid more. So, I mean, theoretically, my pay wasn't great, but that, yeah, is what it is. Oh yeah, this is like perfect coloring this with this, which probably doesn't look too different on your end. Yeah, like it's making it smoother, and it's also making it a little redder. I guess you can kind of see it. It's hard. It's hard to tell, but it is happening. I promise you, it is happening. On the topic of learning things, I read that. Yay, communism, not a joke or sarcasm. I like how the Christmas Monica is looking, by the way. Thank you, Vanguard. I'm glad you like her so far. I made the rule that all people who are currently there sky blue. Very nice. Yippee, I am here with my brother now. So what's the topic? We shift topics all the time. We were just talking about housing market. Which I guess is very specific to Americans. Oh, you know what? For any other Americans, though, what you guys doing for Thanksgiving? Anything fun? Also, you want to hear something blasphemous? I helped my dad a little bit this weekend. Put up some Christmas lights. Anyone in the chat want to yell at us for that? That is, look, that rent is more than mortgage. Yeah, my brother's rent right now is more than my mortgage by at least $1,000. At least. That includes my taxes are taken out of my mortgage too. So it's not like I have to pay taxes on top of it. Well, I mean, like, you have still to do your taxes, but like, so you'll get taxes each quarter from the town that you live in. And mine's factored into that. So that includes taxes. And it is at least $1,000 less than my brother, who lives in a 1-bedroom apartment in New Jersey. It is insane. I should get the Dr. Consuming's patient role. JK, not JK. Now I have something to watch while I fish. Yeah! Wishing you good luck with fishing, by the way. Hans Die Tigers. Ire? Transmission exploitant. Gets Die Flamenführer. Okay. Though even if they are the same price, mortgage is always better. Oh, absolutely, because you're putting money into something. It's good debt versus bad debt and all that stuff. I finally stacked the wood from the tree that I cut some time ago. Good. I asked the neighbor if he wanted help because we had that huge tree fall on the property line. Apparently it was his tree, which makes me feel a little better, but I asked him, I was like, do you want help? My dad can come up with a chainsaw and I can help move the branches and stuff. In fact, my kids would probably help with that because they do like to be very helpful and do random stuff, at least for a short while, maybe like 15 minutes of them picking up branches and they'd be good. But he was like, no, it's all good. It gives me something to do. I was like, all right, let me know. But the lakes are starting to freeze now. Oh, Yeah, that happens. Does Monica's auburn hair reflect your color hair? Hers is supposed to be redder than mine. Because my hair isn't as red as it used to be. Though I'm feeling like dyeing it, honestly. I'm thinking of dyeing it because right now it's like kind of the half and half. I think I'm just going to dye auburn over it because I do like auburn. Like that's why Monica has the auburn hair. But I don't know. I look good as a ginger too, but I like having darker hair in the winter time, lighter hair in the summertime, even though I don't always do that. That's kind of how I rule. I like the look of that. There we go. Now her hair looks a lot smoother. I'm still going to add some other things. I mean, I only got this part done. It is kind of hard to see on the screen. It's much harder to see on the screen. Maybe if I go like this. Can you guys see it this way? Yeah, I feel like that's... You can kind of see the difference, especially when I reflect towards the light. You see how this is like patchier and that's just brown. It's harder to see with the color, but this is more auburn now, but it's not patchy anymore. So, yeah, that's the goal. Let's see. Cutely yells. Staying home, eating too much, and sleeping 4-day weekend. Oh, that sounds amazing, honestly. That's your Thanksgiving plans. I'm just going to my parents. There's nothing too crazy. I think it is the first year my mom's hosting. Though usually my grandma does, but it's getting hard for her because we would have it like downstairs, and it's a lot for her to clean and everything. I'm going to do the usual, cooking the turkey. You did what now? I'm just kidding. Personally, I prefer to put them up on the first day of December. I can't respect your dude at the end of November and not at the end of October. I actually do it usually on, I put up the lights on that Black Friday because I don't do Black Friday. I don't participate in that. So we'll put them up on Black Friday. But my whole thought is that it shouldn't go up until after Turkey Day. Anytime after Turkey Day, you're fine. And if you want to listen to Christmas music in November, I have no problem with it. But I might only say that because I like to listen to Christmas music while making the cookies for Thanksgiving. But, making cookies is kind of a Christmassy thing to do. So it just kind of gets me in the mood to do that. And then, it's like, okay, well, now we're going to put up the Christmas lights. It's a whole kind of tradition, I guess, in a way. When is Thanksgiving? It's Thursday. This Thursday. So I'll be streaming on Thanksgiving. All I had, unless I'm asleep from eating too much food. Too many potatoes. All I have to say is based, since I need to put up my Christmas stuff. You need to put up your Christmas stuff. Yeah, I mean, you got time. You got time. Yeah, me too. And the lights are a meh. It's gonna end. It's almost the end of the month, anyways. Yeah, we didn't nobody put up their Christmas tree yet. I feel like that's what people have more of a opinion on is when you put up your tree. I know people who leave their Christmas lights up all year round, just don't light them. So, I mean, that's also a thing. But my dad likes to get them all up so that way it's before all the grandkids' birthdays, since they're all so clustered close together. Which I think will be quite funny when they're a little older. But just talking about this, actually, that both my daughters, my dad, my sister-in-law, and her daughter are all Sagittarius, which is kind of insane. Because even though we have a lot of September birthdays, there only 2 of us are Libras. Not that I follow the zodiac stuff too closely, but it is kind of cool. And I'm like, that's so funny. So many Sagittariuses. What do you think of the upcoming Girls in Panzer movie? Hello, Andrew. Hope you're having a good day/evening. I'm always excited for more Girls in Panzer. That's going to be my answer. I'm more excited for Moto Love Desu, which might be the next one that you're talking about. I think it is. Moto Love Desu is coming out before. Oh, man. I hate when that happens. When it eats the lead and then it becomes a pain in the butt to clean out. All right. Luckily, this one has 2 different holes. I can sharpen the pencil in. For Thanksgiving, I'm gonna befriend a turkey the Alabama way. Okay. I learned in personal finances you don't need a credit card to get a loan for a house. I refuse to have any debt for as long as possible, good or bad. Yeah, you just have to have good credit. I did choose to have a credit card, but that's because credit cards aren't a bad thing if you know how to use them. But if you're not someone who's going to pay it off every month, then you probably shouldn't have a credit card. Actually, I'm not even going to say probably. You shouldn't have a credit card if you can't pay it off. But if you're someone who can pay it off every month, credit cards are great because you can get different rewards and stuff. a lot of the Christmas presents for my kids are absolutely free because I use Disney card to get points, and then I use it all on their Disney store stuff to get dolls and stuff for my kids. And it's all free, and it's like a couple $100 at the end of the year because I put everything on it, and then I pay it all off every month. So it's like credit cards have their place, but you have to be on top of it and actually use it responsibly. I fully support any color change as long as it looks like natural red. It'll be a little unnatural, but I definitely want more of a reddish color again. I've had red color mostly, red and then black, which I probably wouldn't do black hair again because it doesn't have a lot of like highlights, lowlights, and all that. When the sun catches it, just still like black. So. Like it's very obviously fake. Where with the auburn, it's like, okay, you kind of get it's probably not real, but it also is like, oh, maybe. And I used to be a ginger as a kid, so all right, I'm gonna add some highlights in here just to give a little bit of texture. I don't even know if you're gonna be able to see it, but I'm gonna do that on my end. I'll be able to see it, and I'll post a picture. If not tonight, then another night, or you'll see it in the thumbnail, and hopefully you'll be able to see that there's some depth to this. I'll put some darker colors in too. I have to find a picture. I have a really cute picture of one of my characters from my series drinking hot cocoa in a sweater. And it's very funny because the character changed a lot throughout me making it, and it's like this really sweet picture, and she's not exactly the sweetest character at the end of the day now, but that's okay. It's a cute picture. I'll have to get it out so I can show you guys. It's not up here right now, or I'll just go and grab it. Can't wait for them to come out. Yeah. But thanks to my parents, they put me on the cards, so I have a perfect credit score. Oh, nice. That's smart. Very smart. Oh yeah, Black Friday has been a thing since the cough. It is really funny since we don't do Thanksgiving. Oh, really? So you still do Black Friday, but you don't have like anything before that? Well, I know. I said, oh really? I know you don't do Thanksgiving because you're not American. But where did I put in my rush to get out of here? I'm like, where did I put all my stuff? Oh my gosh! Wait, look, the other chat is working. I just noticed that. Hold on, the old chat is not working. It just decided not to work suddenly, or didn't. What's this? Oh. I am so confused now. You see there's like a chat behind the chat? Sorry. Now I'm just hopelessly confused. Alright, whatever. I don't care. I don't care as long as you read it. I don't care. Not anymore. No. Just ignore all those little extra letters off to the side. There's no such thing as too much potatoes, but I might get tired if I have a lot of potatoes. What do we got? What kind of colors do I have? I wanted white, but I don't see. Oh, no. Never mind. I'm blind. Ignore me. I want to put some that, and we're going to put some red in the hair. Some highlights, some lowlights, some other lights. Done. I beg to differ. There is, and it hurts when you reach the limit. Oh, if you have too many potatoes. Sorry, but Christmas should be on the 24th and 25th. If it's no, it's and buts or coconuts. What? That's it. No ifs and buts or coconuts. I've never heard that saying. That's funny. Well, I mean, again, Black Friday. Black Friday. But I won't put up the Christmas tree because I get a live tree. So I want it to be, alive for Christmas. So I'm not crazy enough to do that weekend. In fact, I'm gonna have to figure out when I can go. I'll have to figure out. Oh no, my parents don't. They do a fake tree now. Okay, I'll have to figure it out. I'm gonna have to coordinate with them when. Hey Dad, can you help me put up the Christmas tree? I can't do it. Ask the neighbors. Hi, can I borrow your boyfriend? Can he help me? Or you can help me. I'm sure we could figure this out, please. I need the Christmas tree up. I couldn't tell you if Finland celebrates Thanksgiving, but I know a guy that does because he's American. Oh, that makes sense. Silly coincidence. It is. We have more holidays off because we have very few vacation days compared to the rest of the world. I am more or less BSing, but my point still stands. Yeah, no, true. We don't have as many vacation days from what I understand. I don't understand why. If the rest of the world can function without as many days of working, surely so can Americans, but for whatever reason, we're like, nah, we're gonna work. We're gonna keep on working. But yeah. Oh, and I'm with you. I remember from before. I don't think I said it, but I'm with you on that. I would prefer to get holiday pay. We never got holiday pay though where I used to work. It was like you had the option to work the holiday, but you didn't get anything extra for doing it. It's like, have fun. The state workers did, but any of us who weren't state workers, who worked for the company directly, we did not. Lucky us. And they'd get days off where we would have to work too, where it was like, really? We can't just take off? Like, half of the people aren't here, the state's not working, like, can we? Nope. Not that they weren't here as in they weren't in the office, but they were working outside of the office, and they didn't have to, we couldn't contact them or anything. It was like, alright. All parts Moda Love Desu will come out first, then Das Final 5. But in January, we get Das Final. Oh, okay, that's where we get the dub. Gotcha. See, somebody's on it. It's the kind of stuff I should probably know. But it's all good. We're all here to help each other out. I appreciate whenever any of you can answer someone else's questions because I'm not paying attention as much as I should have. Or I don't remember because my brain is mush. And there we go. Alright, hair is done. As far as I'm concerned. Well, actually, I'll add little shimmer shines to it. Little shines, like intentional shines, like how I have on the thumbnail part. We can do that with this too. Woohoo. Yeah, that looks pretty dang good. I like how the shines are turning out. I'll take that. And then we'll do over here. And then I'll get back to getting on the chat. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to finish this. But I feel like the hair is the most difficult part. In-depth part? I don't know. At least the way I do it. But that's okay. The rest of it I'll finish off of stream, I'm feeling like. Unless you guys really want me to do it on here. Hello, Angel. Hope you're doing well. Let me catch up on the chat. Put it in the art section in the Discord. Oh, yeah. I should. Who's watching the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade? Maybe. Probably. Since we're going to my mom's. That's kind of like her thing. She's always done that. How am I doing this? We're going to go like this. Ooh, that's not the way I wanted that to be done. But that's fine. It's fine. Also forgot the Girls and Panzer Girls have that little white mark in the middle. I forgot that. Oh, we're going to add that with paint after the fact. Oops. Alright, we're going to do the whole thing brown. And then I'm just going to add colors on top to make it look the right way. I love that her pupils are completely, or not her pupils, her irises and everything are completely different sizes. I think it makes her look cuter. Black Friday is just another BS corporate holiday. It is. 100% it is. That's why I do not participate. I think I've only participated once, and it was like, it wasn't even on Black Friday. It was actually on Thanksgiving. I went because they had sales on Thanksgiving night. I went to Kohl's, and I got a backpack that I wanted, I used like Kohl's Cash and all this other stuff because my mom would give me Kohl's Cash whenever she wasn't gonna use it, and I got like almost $100 purse for like $10, and the lady behind the register was like, "Wow!" I was like, "Yeah." Like, it wasn't even for actually like Christmas shopping. I just was like, "I want this." All right, there we go. That's pretty good. Pretty good for the eyes, I think. Got some good little shading going on there. I still have to work this week. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, White Death. You're very, very late. But hello, Ryan. Glad you're here nonetheless. Hope you had a good day. Capitalism at its finest. Yes, a corporate holiday. Fishing, cold, nothing still, and consuming plastic. What to complain about? I finally got to start to airbrushing the Stroomy today, but I have a lot more to go. If you go to the Animators of Girls and Panzer website, you can pre-order DOS. Oh, I could? Ooh. I think the estimate was January 31st. Gotcha. But might depend on where you live. It ain't Black Friday without the fights. There should be a White Friday instead. I feel like people don't get as violent as they used to because I feel like everyone just orders stuff online. Like, I feel like Black Friday isn't what it used to be. I saw a funny post saying that groceries should go on sale for Black Friday, and I was like, yeah, I feel that. People would be fighting over that. Monica looking sick. Thank you. Glad you like it, Ryan. Will there be a day where you going to airbrush paint a tank? If so, consuming air paint and maybe cancer. I probably will not because I don't have the tools for it, and this room is very small and has not very good ventilation. So that probably wouldn't be a good idea. So, probably not. Unless I was like at my parents' house streaming one day, because my dad does have an airbrush. But I don't know if I'd ever actually do that. My dad would probably be like, "You want to do what? Yeah. Can I just stream from your hobby room?" Why? I can see the conversation right now. Conversation that happens anytime I'm like, "Hey, can we do this? I'm making a video." Why? And then after the video's out, he's like, "Oh, that was pretty good." I have a vision, Father. A vision in my head. I must complete it. Oh, my hand is getting sore, going back and forth, over and over. But I can't stop. You have to commit with Sharpie. Yeah, and if I don't remember to put this picture in the Discord, which is highly possible considering how much I forget to post literally anything in the Discord, it'll probably be a community post. Ooh, that is really bright on the screen. Wow. Oh, also the Godzilla poster is still there, by the way. It fell on my head. I was watching Netflix. And all of a sudden the poster just went, boom. I was like, which, to be fair, it was held up there by a push pin, so, you know, I'm surprised it lasted as long as it did up there the way it was. Should check out what I sent in the Discord, Consuming, Dr. Consuming. Would love to see the Nurse Monica drawing stream soon. Maybe as one of the 12 streams of Christmas. I haven't decided what I'm doing for that. I just know I have to do the 5 nights one. I have to figure out what days I'm streaming too, because again, that's going to kind of be a different schedule. But, I mean, if it's 3 streams a week, I have to figure out what other day I want to stream. Probably better not to do another weekend stream. But that's just my thoughts. Since my videos go up on Saturday usually, even though I don't think I'm doing video. I think it's gonna be just the daily Merchmas / Tankmas. I haven't decided. My voice kind of cracked there too. My voice is slowly getting worse and worse. Oh, and I'm breathing in Sharpie, which is making me very happy right now. But my vision a little fuzzy. JK for the last part. $20 plus shipping for DOS FNAF 4. Ooh, but how much is shipping gonna cost me? And how much does it cost to get into America? I haven't bought anything since things were so complicated with the shipping. Yeah. I'll figure it out. Something sad that happened yesterday is I lost a piece of my tank model kit. It was consumed by the carpet, never to be found again. Aw. I'm sorry, Holy Knight. I feel like we've all been there. That's why I hold on to all my extra pieces so I can BS whatever piece is supposed to be there. Or I just, live without it, but that's that's just my way of dealing with it, coping with it. The fact that it is gone. Sorry that happened though. Luckily I can go without it. Oh, okay, since it's one of those witch points. So I can just rate it off as it broke while towing something. There you go. Perfect. Oh, winch points. Yes. I had to go to a different room to paint my tank and the P-51. Yeah, wait a minute, Mika. I spelled cancer wrong. What? Rip. At least it didn't land on Hana. I have box that take out the fumes and put it outside and have a gas mask. Yeah, That would be a lot, especially for the little setup I have. Like, that's the thing. I'm dealing with the constraints with the airflow of the room, but also constraints with just stuff in this room. But it's all good. I'm okay with the stuff as it is. I would like to learn how to airbrush, though. I think that's the thing, too. It's like a whole nother skill to learn. Like, it's like, oh, I kind of know how to paint. But then if I have to learn how to airbrush, that's a whole nother thing I've never done before. A whole nother skill I could learn, which is exciting, but also slightly scary. Especially to learn on stream. But you guys could join me in the process of learning. Woohoo! It is so bright. Here, this is more so. I feel like the colors are a little more accurate here, except her hair is definitely redder. Like, everything is a little more red. Because I turn the saturation, not the saturation, I turn something a little bit different on the face cam, so not completely yellow, because it's completely warm light. So a little yellow, as you can see, though. I am done with fishing. I'm going to take a sauna now. Oh my gosh. Never been to a sauna. I don't think. I went to a spa once, which was the closest thing to a sauna as I've ever been to in my life. Hello, Hornet. Hope you're having a good day/evening. I'm currently painting up a tiny 1/100th scale T55 tank for wargaming. Very nice. Very, very nice. Mine was $25. Oh, okay. All right. It was $25. That ain't too bad, shipping-wise. That's like kind of comparable to what it used to be, so maybe it's not affected as much now. Tempts me once I have more money to be able to buy a few figures. There's a couple that are coming out that I'm like, damn it. Why do you have to come out now? But the answer is because something cool is always coming out. Which is good because there will always be cooler things in the future. I guess the Squishmallow Mountain or Fortress worked because my daughter hasn't come back up here. It wasn't even the daughter I thought was going to. It was the other one who woke up last night. Like, huh. Funny enough, I shouldn't have done that little spot. I realized it after I did it, and I should have outlined first. Oh, that's what happens as you get more tired. Not even more tired, as you have more Sharpies. All of a sudden, you start doing stupid things. It's okay. It'll look alright. Again, I can always go over it with a pencil to calm it down a little bit, which I probably am going to do anyways, because I'm going to want to shade a little bit, but... Oh, I went totally out of the lines there. That's okay. That just means we make a new line. Or when I'm cropping around it. After the fact. I just crop where it's supposed to be. Yes, fine. I'll do this now. This which I should have already done. That's alright. That's alright. Sorry guys, I will get back to you in 1 second. You know the drill. Can't stop. Not yet. Not now. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yay! Yay! The red's done. Well, other than putting some more on it to make it all cool looking. All right, we're gonna stay on at least until 10:15, so we still have some more time. Because I would like to work a little more on this. A little bit more. We should probably do little berries too. Little berries. All right. Where am I? This shouldn't be too expensive. Speaking of Hana, I watched your video where you were resorting my room, and I noticed that you exiled her to the drawer realm. What? What? Where did I exile her to? Yeah? Oh, Hannah. Oh, not Hana, Hannah. She has a part that I have to glue. That's why. Glue? Or is it it might be the nail. No, she has to be re-nailed to the ceiling. I wanted to move where she was because with the new setup, she doesn't look nice where she was. So, that's why she is big exile. She's just over there because she's safe over there. It's a skill that makes tanks look good, but when you make a mistake, it shows. Yeah. You can get an airbrush with compressor from Harbor Freight. Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. Good to know. Very good to know. You can get Hobby Lobby sells them too, but I've never done it. I think I'd practice on my dad's and see how well I can do it and if I enjoy it enough. I have a personal sauna on my property. Oh my god, that's like finding somebody who has a hot tub at their house. That's insane and amazing. Thinking of the music, all I can think of entering English ports in mid-Mears Pirates. The music tempo and sound is very similar. Well, in the future, I still plan on doing dressing up a shark team and doing the Wellerman. There may or may not be a song that I want to do this winter, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. So we'll see. We'll see what ends up happening. Very nice. Thank you. Thank God the Stroomy is one color, so I just have to paint it that color. Then add the scrapyard effect because I'm going for a Juco? Nice. They sell airbrushes at Hobby Lobby. I'll keep that noted. I do want to use one at some point. Yeah, in the model kit place in Hobby Lobby, that aisle, at least in ours, it's at the end. They have a glass case, so you have to get somebody to open it, but they're there. Let's do the bell with a yellow. And we can do the green. We'll just get the rest of the Sharpie bits done for now, and then I'll figure out my pencil nonsense. Ooh, it's smudging smudging with everything. That's wonderful. Great. Love that. Love that for me. I don't remember where this was. Is YouTube really censoring consuming cancer? No, I missed it, sorry. Maybe I'm just too on edge with my humor. Well, that's possible too. The sauna is somewhat big, like 20 square feet. Wow. Yes, poggers. Then you can do the Dr. Consuming cosplay. I don't think I'm going to do a cosplay, but I can definitely draw her at some point. We'll play Surgeon Simulator again and all of that, but... Oh, I was like, where's the dark green? I want a dark green. Ugh. I don't... See, like, speaking of how small the room is, like, I have to put the majority of my tools on my lap right now because I don't have the table space for it. Also, yeah, I'm a little worried about overspray, but I also don't know too much about airbrushing, so maybe that's a stupid fear to have. If I can ever, I cleaned the basement and stuff. I do eventually want to finish, at least partially finish it, like maybe like half the basement. And the one part of it I would plan on doing, like having my more like art projects where I can't breathe them in. I would love to get a 3D printer one day and stuff, and if I got that, that would go down there. But we'll see. That's way in the future. We got to work on getting another bathroom in this house. This house only has one bathroom, so we got to see if we can get another bathroom upstairs because that'd be really cool. The only thing I dislike is that there's no path to it, and when it snows, it makes my feet cold. Yeah, tape it. 3D printers are epic. I know. Imagine all the chaos I could cause with a 3D printer, man. Oh, I would love it. I would absolutely love having a 3D printer, but we'll see. We'll see. At least things will probably be even cheaper by then, which, by the way, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So I took my girls to Walmart, and we're looking at the games and stuff for the Switch. I think I was talking about how I got the Five Nights at Freddy's game already. Well, we got Poppy Playtime now, too. But anyways, I was, like, so excited about how many Switch games there are. So whenever I buy a console, I usually buy it for one game. This is just the way it historically goes for me. I'm like, I want this one game, and it's not on anything I have, so I have to upgrade. I'm going to get the newest console. And then I get the newest console, generally a year or so after it comes out. And then I end up only getting that game. And every now and then I'll find another game and I'll be like, okay, sprinkle that in. So I think for my Switch, probably for the first, I don't even know how long I've had the Switch actually. Oh my gosh. I didn't get it. I got it maybe definitely a few years after it came out. And then the only games I had on it were Bayonetta and Animal Crossing for the longest time. So the funny thing is, whenever I do that, I end up then later, once, again, the newest console comes out, I all of a sudden realize how many awesome games there are, and then they're all cheaper than they were when they came out, and then I get them all super cheap. Or I find, like, that there's just more games I want, and now I'm like, oh, now I actually managed to fill up my case, which I think could hold maybe 8 games. I'm like, oh my gosh, I have more than 8 games for the Switch now. It's so exciting. Not to mention, like, again, I've been finding at Walmart on clearance, like, crazy deals on games that I have them for the PlayStation, but I was like, I kind of want to be able to play these wherever. And also, just, like, for my kids to play them wherever, so. Well, if you draw Dr. Consuming, I want the pic, because after all I did give you that name, that is true, you did. If I had a 3D printer, I would make an army men and paint all day and make tanks and paint them too. I know, if I get a 3D printer, I might just get into playing Warhammer. I went to a game shop just to look around. And I was like, oh my gosh, I need to come here and actually, like, play stuff and do stuff. But I'm not a people person enough to go on my own. So I wrote my one friend, and I was like, my friendo who, again, was shooting, and then also, like, is gonna go see Five Nights with me. I was like, told my mom, I was like, I gotta get her to go. So she, like, gave her a warning, because, again, family, friends, and everything. And she was like, oh, I'd go. I'm like, yes, come be a nerd with me. It'll be fantastic. I'm looking at your drawing and coloring, and I see a resemblance between it and you. I mean, she was supposed to look somewhat like me. It's not like she was supposed to look completely not like me. It's just that she also was. It's like not doesn't need to be terribly accurate to me. I tried to give her redder hair than me, but it's not showing up too much. Well, it is kind of showing up now, but then when I dye my hair auburn, I will very much look like her, which is fine. Which is fine. Funny you mentioned that, since my friends and I were going to be using it to print 40K to play against ourselves. Yep, exactly. It just makes sense because that stuff's expensive. Like, my tank kits are not that expensive, but I also buy them used. There's a website too. I think I might have mentioned it before. Oh, hello, Angel. Hope you're having a good day/evening. But there's a website that is for widows. They sell, like, after their husbands die. They don't know how to, like, what these things are or how to sell them. So there's this website that is specifically widows selling their husbands, like, their late husband's old collectibles. My dad was telling me about it. I never looked into it, but I was like, oh, that's, like, really smart. So you can get them for, like, a cheaper price and everything. All unopened kits, but, like, they don't know what to do. So the people, I guess, help them list it and everything and help them figure it out. So, because they just want to get rid of it, too. Because they're like, what am I going to do with it? So you can get pretty good deals. So this really isn't dark enough to make a difference. I wonder if I use the brown. Yeah, that's good for a little shadow there. Little shadows. You feel the truth. You live in shadow. Alright, yeah, you can't barely see the shadows there, but if I make them too dark on here, they're gonna be super dark on my end, and that will become a problem. I put the shadow on the wrong side there. Oh, well. Call it artistic expression. Not a mistake. Totally meant to do it. It's whatever. It's fine. It's fine. It is really... You can't see it at all there. Here, maybe here you can see. Yeah, you can see, like, the shading now on the red down here. The red of her outfit. Send us a link to it. Yeah, I'll ask my dad about it. I mean, again, I don't know exactly what they sell, but he was telling me, and I was like, that sounds really... It's also a really smart idea, because it's like, these women don't know what to do with this stuff, and people, you know, are always looking to buy this stuff, and rather than them throwing it away, puts a little money in their pocket, and it's like, I think it's a really good business, really, really smart and kind of sweet. Everybody's kind of just helping each other out when you think about it. If I had a 3D printer, I would make Nurse Monica and Dr. Consuming a 3D print form. Team Yankee, Checkpoint Charlie, and Clash of Steel are pretty tank-heavy war games. Oh, okay. I don't think my friend would be interested in tank games. I think I might be able to get her into Warhammer, or else we're going to get into something like, I don't know, some card game. Or, yeah. I don't know, maybe they do... Maybe we could find someone to play D&D. I always wanted to play D&D. I think she did too. She either has or she always wanted to. I don't remember. But I always wanted to. Heck, I have the old Cyberpunk booklet of how to play that, but I never had anyone to play with. I just thought it was neat and wanted the book. Alright, that looks good on my end. And it looks a little hard to see on your end, but that's okay. We'll just add a little more red to this, kind of blend the stuff in a little bit. Kind of try and quickly finish it up, because maybe we can get it done. Maybe we can get it done. I'm not trying to rush, but I feel like I'm pretty close anyways at this point, so might as well, especially since I had to take a little break, you know, give you guys a little, I don't know, keep going. That vid was good, but there's an issue with the positioning of holding the rifle. Were you the one who told me that? Somebody wrote a whole thank you, Paco, and I also hope you're having a good day/evening. But yes, White Death. Were you the one who corrected my positioning? Because I didn't get a chance to respond to people yet. That positioning, though maybe flawed, my brother improved it a ton. You should have seen the way I was holding it before. In the point where I lost the hat was actually the first shot I took, but I didn't want to start the video with that shot. And you can tell my posture's worse there. It was worse before that. He came over and was physically moving me. He was like, you're literally pointing back and all. Like, I definitely got more comfortable as I was shooting, but it was also, I didn't understand. And I guess it's just because no one ever flat out told me, like, my dad always used to say, like, you know, you gotta not be scared of it. Like, you gotta, you know, hold it tight and all this. Don't let there be a gap, da-da-da-da. And it was always scary. It was like, oh, I don't want it to hurt me. The recoil, that is. And then my brother was just like, yeah, just think of the gun as an extension of yourself. And it was like it hit me. I was like, oh. And then once I did that, I was like, oh, this is actually really fun. Actually, recoil is a lot of fun. And now I understand why people like it. This all makes sense now. So, but yeah, I know my it wasn't the best, but I also have only gone shooting a handful of times. Like, it's not something we do like too often, as you could tell by me finally getting around to this video 2 years later. Not something we do terribly often, so I feel like for a beginner, not terrible, not too bad, and it was fun. So that's also the most important. It was fun and it was safe. I feel like those are the two most important things. But I do appreciate the feedback, like that whoever was telling me how I should be holding it. That being said, I'm also a very visual person, so I'd have to look it up. I don't know how much the feedback helps when it's in written form, but it is something, so. Also, she does have a skin tone. It's just very, very, very light. So it's not showing up too much on this camera, but once I show you it from the other camera's point of view, you'll see it. And we'll do the little things, and yeah, we'll get this done. We'll get it done. We got this. We got this. Go team. Oh, hey, Lynx. Hope you're having a great day/evening. Let's see. Let me go back up and... You're still planning for the D&D thing. Oh, yeah. I remember us talking about that. Oh, and there goes stuff on the ground. That's fine. I don't think I need that. I cannot use the same white pencil. This has red on it. Unless I want to ruin everything immediately. Which I don't want to ruin everything immediately. I would prefer not to. I just gotta be careful with where I'm using this, because I will end up blending her hair into her skin. Probably should have done the skin first, but the skin always scares me, so leaves the most important part for last. I don't know why this pen smears with pencil. That makes zero sense to me. But it does. You have to be really careful. On the same note, I like how I was like, I'm scared. It starts with face. Not this little collarbone over here. Face. Oh, boy. Alright. Looks he did. Is it play Pokemon cards? Just don't be like a scalper. Well, no, I wouldn't be a scalper. I wouldn't have the energy to do anything like that. Not only is it just wrong, but I don't have the energy or time. I've seen scalpers at my Walmart for Pokemon. They're kind of in the way of the aisle when I was looking for toys with my daughter. Oh, wait a minute. Did my comment get censored? I think it did, Petunia, because I don't see it. I gave you a question, yet YouTube hates it. Yeah, well... I never realized how pale you were until that video. Yeah. I think you need to muck around with the settings so we could see you better. But, like, you saw my brother. Like, he's a normal skin tone in that video. Like, you could say it's exposure, but if you look at my friend and my brother, like, I'm just kind of translucent. This lighting makes me look like I have a skin tone, but I am actually, like, extremely pale. Awesome drawing. Oh, you're working, Lynx? Well, thank you, but I'm sorry you're working. Sorry you have to work right now. Hopefully you're almost done, and if not, hopefully the rest of your shift goes well. But almost free? Oh, okay, good. Hey, Girls in Panzer, Volume 4. Yeah. YouTube is bringing back DMs. Yeah, no, YouTube wants to fuck with me. YouTube's bringing back DMs? Why? You know, if YouTube's gonna bring back anything, they need to bring back the stupid reply button. That's been my gripe since so long ago. Bring back the reply button. Bring back the likes and dislikes. Do it now. Fix it, YouTube. Now. I demand it. Vampire white. I know. I am so pale. I think part of it might be my diet, but also my grandmother was super pale, so I just kind of match her, I think. Same, I'm as white as a cracker. It's best I give you this exact question in the comments on the stream after it ends. Dislike button should be back? Yes. Dislike button needs to be back for, if you're like, oh, but people with feelings will get hurt, blah, 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 blah. You know what? I need to know if a tutorial is actually helpful. I need to know if they're lying before I ruin every appliance in my house. You know? Just like, there were actually useful reasons to have things like the dislike button. So, and the thing is, it's not like it's not there, and you can't even say it's the hurt feelings thing, because I can see the dislikes, the like ratio. I can still see it. Do we still have a P.O. box? I do not. I got rid of it because because money-wise, I need to save money right now. So it has been closed. I might open one up again in the future. Can't promise it'll be the same address, but it is closed. That is why I think I believe I made a post about it. I believe I made a post saying, hey, no more P.O. box for now. At least for now. But that's okay. It's all good. Just need to save the money. We're gonna go over that with that. I'm just dropping all sorts of pencils and stuff over here. I get out at 10. Oh, okay, that's not bad. I assume you're an hour behind me then if you said you're almost out. No, comrade. We demand it. Dislike button should be back. I have a friend that is white and he gets made fun of because of it. And he's the most stereotypical white person ever. See, I love being pale. So it's not, especially because I used to, you know, I still dress like kind of more darkly inclined and everything. But I used to be like heavy into dressing like super goth and all this stuff. So I didn't have to wear like crazy makeup or anything because I already fit the part. Which was nice. But even as a kid, like I just always liked, I liked being pale and I kind of wanted to be paler. I wanted to be the palest kid in my class and I wasn't because there was a girl in my class who had an actual like thing where she had like a bunch of white hairs in her black hair as well. Because like her pigmentation had some sort of genetic malfunction, I'm gonna call it, which is not probably the correct way to say that, but you know what I mean. Like there was actually something up with her that caused it like that, and I was like, I want to be like that. But it's also because I get sunburn very easily, so I don't go outside without sunscreen on and all that stuff. Like I'm just very, very particular about it, and I also don't have the best. Like I don't eat terribly unhealthy at this point, but I also think that my diet probably does have something to do with it. Or maybe it has to do with my circulation. There's so many factors. No, she wasn't albino because she had black hair, but she had a bunch of white streaks in it. It was so, like, and by natural, like, I knew her since she was a little kid, like, and it was getting worse as she got older, but, and she was, like, paper white. It was crazy. She was whiter than me, and you guys know how white I am, so. It was insane. All right, is there anything else I need to... Bell and that, and then we're done. And then we're done! And I can show you guys it. Woohoo! And this is gonna be super easy. Super easy. Just add a little bit of something here. A little bit of shine to the berries. Where's that white that has the red on it? There we go. A little bit of shine, aka a little line on each one. That doesn't look great, but that's fine. Confirmed vampire. I go outside. My neighbors growing up, we used to say where they were vampires because they never went outside, ever. But do I have... Ooh, you know what I have? Oh, let's screw using that. I got beautiful gold Sharpie. Let me use metallic on this sucker. Yeah. I love mixed media. I like just messing with shit. Yeah, look at that. This just goes over literally everything. It'll be nice and shiny and cute. And I'll just have to... I will have to add something over it to make it look less flat, but... Oh, that's so much better than the yellow. So much better than the yellow. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna lose everything in here though, because it covers everything super well. So I'll give that a second to dry, and then I'll finish this up. I'll hold it up to the screen though, so you guys can see how the colors are actually looking. Looking good. I can't figure out how I'm supposed to hold this. There we go. That's better. Yeah. All right. Let me catch up while this chills out. We all should protest outside of the YouTube headquarters. That's not going to change anything. There's a web extension to get it back. Yeah, I know, but I want it to be back for reals. And it still doesn't do the reply thing. I want the reply videos. For those of you who don't know, there used to be an option on YouTube when you were uploading a video that you could link to someone else's video as a reply. And when you were watching someone's video, if you scrolled down under their description, or no, the description was on the side. So you scrolled down near to where the comments were, you would see response videos, and it would post the other person's video. Can you imagine how, like, especially, I feel like on YouTube nowadays, a lot of people do response videos. Like, there's full-on reaction channels. They would get, like, it creates more of a community though, but I can see how it could be theoretically used for bullying if a bunch of people ganged up, especially with like the lol cows, but I still think it's a good function. Like, it's just fun. I don't know. Like when there were all the tags and stuff going around, it was like, oh, I got it from this person, and they would do it as a reply to that person's video, so then you would find their video and that person's video. It was like, I don't know. You don't even get that in the suggestions anymore on the side, which is ridiculous. Wanted to know you're missing any Girls and Panzer Blu-rays. I think just the newest one that's going to be coming out in English, the English dub. But I have the Japanese version. That reminds me of something annoying. I watched the video on how to make a YouTube channel, and it was ever so slightly out of date, and it caused me losing all my YouTube song playlist. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry. Yeah, I would have made a separate one. Because that is annoying. Albino, you know. I'm thinking of hosting a doctor-consuming server Pokemon online trading card game tournament when anyone participate in this. Let's see. Caucasian. The video said that it was still usable in 2024. That's when I made my YouTube channel. But they had another video that was a few months newer, and because of it, it resulted in me losing my playlist. That's annoying. This might be a hot day, but if you make tutorial videos... I'm guessing a hot take. If you make tutorial videos on YouTube and they're outdated, they should just private the videos since they are no longer useful. Yes. Agreed. But then they can't make money off of them anymore. Though, if you private the video, you don't lose the views. If you delete the video, you lose the views, I believe. She looks adorable. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Annoying YouTube glitch ever to me. Me trying to comment on a post or video, but instead it gets put into a different video or post? Really? I know on my end, every now and then, so when I'm going through comments to respond, posts specifically will show a different post for some of your, like, and it's not all of them, but like all of a sudden I'll go in and I'll see a comment, I'm like, I'm gonna reply, and I'm like, that was to that post? And I'll click it, and then it sends me to the right one, but the whatchamacallit, the preview is to the wrong post. I'm like, why? But why though? Why are you doing this? So, Monica reminds me of Yuzu without her ponytail. Yeah. I think she has a little different face, but I could be wrong. That would be for Omega to decide. Let's see. She looks cute. Great job drawing her. Thank you. Some time ago, I commissioned a 2D model of an OC and soon will be receiving that so I can make my video of me making a streamy and give history lesson about it. Nice. Monica, okay. FYI, the online trading card game is free to play. Nice. Very good. Yes, let Brandon know if any of you are interested in that. My mustache is going white hearing that. Also, apparently, you can put pictures on your YouTube comment. There's a little camera on the right when you are replying. Right now? That's an option? I can't imagine that function works well. I also don't trust that, personally. I don't know why they did to suggestion, but it sucks now. Yeah, it's not actually what you would probably like. It's what they want you to watch. That's why it sucks now. They don't care what you would like. They want you to watch this. Watch it now, damn it. It's so annoying. It's like a legit problem, and YouTube's gonna ignore it because they're gonna ignore it. They don't have to fix it. Why would they fix it? It's just another thing for them to have to do. They don't want to do that. Oh, that's like making it darker. Huh, that's weird. I might actually have to use paint on top of the gold sharp. There we go. Fix that leaf. Yeah, it's not really working as well on there, which is fine. I had some higher hopes for it. Let's put some black in there to get it to kind of calm down then. And then we're gonna be done. I'm gonna hop on off. Sound effects. Alright, I'll hold her up to the camera now, and I will respond to the rest of your comments, and then we will log off. There we go. There we go. Alright, how am I gonna read the comments if I can't see? Okay, I can kind of see like this. I was going to get the Sub DOS 4, but it was too expensive for me. Yeah, I don't remember how much it was for me, but I think, again, it wasn't too bad. Don't private them, date them thoroughly. Yeah, or, you know what's funny? If a YouTube video doesn't have over a certain amount of views, you can still edit it. Like, you can't edit everything on it, but you can still add stuff and whatnot. I'm surprised they don't just, like, I don't know, like, put it in the title. You can always change the title, say outdated. And then, like, I don't know, like, put a pinned comment saying, hey, this is outdated, go check out this other video instead. Like, it's so stupid, so dumb. Since I had, like, you know what, because I understand having old tutorials for old software, because sometimes people have the old version of the software. So I do understand there is a place for old tutorials, but at the same time, you need to label it thoroughly. Since I had old tutorial get deleted and now I can't fix the problem. Yeah, don't private them, date them thoroughly. But now there is a Dove DOS 4, so yeah, yay. Well, yeah was my response, and you said yeah. That was for me to decide. What was for you to decide? Oh, what was for you to decide? Petunia said she reminds him of Yuzu with her hair down, and you are the Yuzu expert, so I figured you could decide that. I've been playing Minecraft really recently too. Made my OC Evelyn and Kamakina as Minecraft skins. Nice, very cool. I didn't even know you could make your own Minecraft skins. I just hop in and do stuff for like a week and then I hop back out. I build things and then I leave. That reminds me, I got yelled at by my sis about her For You page just being golf. Oh, for the For You page just being golf. Yeah, that's what my kids, I have a YouTube channel just for the kids and their stuff, because I'm not going to destroy I mean, again, it's hit and miss if it's actually going to give you something good, but I don't need all their kids stuff on there. Looks good. Looks good. Amazing. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you so much. I'm glad you like it. Yes, it does look like Yuzu. That's okay. I can live with that. Yeah, sorry, Omega. I'm just a little mad because it wasn't labeled outdated and they made a new video that was only ever so slightly different. Yeah, they need to put like big letters, big capital letters right in the beginning, outdated. And then put in the title the year or version or whatever. So that way nobody gets confused. But anyways, this stream went smoothly besides little conundrums we came across. It went really smoothly. We just had to help get the kiddo back to sleep. And that's going to happen every now and then. You guys are very understanding of that. I always appreciate how understanding you guys are about it. But yes, for tonight, that is all we got. I will see you on Thursday on Thanksgiving. Turkey Day. Gobble, gobble. All right.